Welcome back to the Arts Show. My name is Aaron Fowler.
And my name is Natalie Deutschendorf. Let's get arted.
In the music world, Alex Warren is releasing his first album, You'll Be Alright, Kid. Chapter 1. This album is releasing on September 27th. Alex Warren is an American singer/songwriter who also creates videos on YouTube. Warren is a pop singer and released his first song in 2021 called One More I Love You. Until this album, he has only released 2 other songs, Screaming, Underwater, and Remember Me Happy. He is currently on tour in Europe and will be in Germany later this week.
Last week, Kendrick Lamar released a new song on Instagram. It's a 5-minute track, and he posted it with just the audio and a picture of a pair of Nike shoes. There was no caption or title. Go to his Instagram page if you want to hear it. This song was posted just a few days after it was announced that he will be playing at halftime for this year's Super Bowl show.
Now it is time for the Broadway rundown. Phantom of the Opera is coming to Disney+. This is directed by the iconic Kenny Ortega, who is known for working on both High School Musical franchise and the Descendants franchise. He'll be taking the popular show Phantom of the Opera and bringing it to the screen. This movie will be a young adult reimagining of the classic musical. The movie is predicted to do very well, with Descendants-level success. It has not been confirmed if the movie will have the original soundtrack or if Ortega will be the choreographer on the film.
The production of Next to Normal, showing in London, was being filmed last week. This will eventually release, but there has not been a date released yet. The musical was filmed on September 9th through 11th at Wyndham's Theatre. There will be performances through September 21st. Next to Normal explores many ideas of family, illness, loss, and grief. This intense rock musical follows Diana Goodman, who is a suburban wife and mother who is living with bipolar disorder and is haunted by her past. This is a great musical and is definitely worth watching.
Let's talk movie news. Beetlejuice is the most popular movie right now. Its recent release and huge box office hits its ratings are pretty high and people have been talking about it nonstop. If you want to go see the movie, it is still going to be in theaters until tomorrow night, so go quick.
This Friday, a bunch of new movies are coming out. Let's talk about a few of them. Starting off, we have a movie about a fading celebrity that chooses to try a black market drug in the hopes to make a better version of herself. This movie is called The Substance and will be in theaters as early as the 18th.
The next movie we will mention is Never Let Go, which follows a mother and her twin boys as they hide away from an evil that has taken over the world. And their only safe haven is their home. But one of the boys questions if that evil is real and starts to fight to survive. The movie will only be in theaters starting September 19th.
The next movie we are going to mention is the Transformers series, Transformer 1. It tells the origin story of the well-known Optimus Prime and Megatron. You can find the film in theaters from September 19th through the 25th.
Now for video game news. The video game industry has been seeing a lot of layoffs since around last year, but recently Microsoft has cut 650 more jobs. This mass layoff is seen all over the industry, and the uptake in AI is more prevalent than ever. There is no distinct tie between the layoffs and AI, but some people have begun to assume that they are connected. We are getting more and more amazing games, but at what cost?
The European Consumer Organization has recently complained to huge video game companies such as Electronic Arts, Epic Games, Roblox, plus 4 more game companies, and accused them of manipulating customers and claiming they trick their gamers into spending money, especially when it comes to children. Now these video game firms are facing backlash. Last but not least, on to our school arts column. Last Friday, the band debuted Show 2 for the first time. They also took that show all the way to Maslin Jackson Band Festival. Their second show is themed all around the band The Eagles and has popular songs such as Take It Easy, Life in the Fast Lane, and Hotel California, which features an awesome guitar solo performed by Will Gleckler. Can't wait to see the show at home.
Just a few weeks ago, there were auditions for this year's BIPOC play, Walk, Don't Ride, a celebration of the fight for equality. We are still anxiously waiting for the cast list, but let's throw it over to Vedika with some more information about the show.
Thanks. This Thursday is opening night of Orange Light Productions' fall play, The Outsiders. They will be performing the 19th, 21st, and the 22nd. Now let's talk with Lainey Groves and Quinn Bourdin, a cast member and a crew member.
Thank you for joining us today. It's my understanding that you're both International Thespian Society members, Lainey being the president and highly involved in Orange Light production. In reference to fall play in The Outsiders, how do you think the play might differ from the book, and what should those we haven't read expect?
Yeah, the play is differs from the book in a few scenes, with a few scenes being cut for time and a few characters being taken out for some plotline points and a few keys from the narrator's point of view being taken out. Just in terms of when we're on the stage, we can't perform as much as the book really describes, and so we had to take a few things out just to allow it to be more for stage adaptation.
Quinn, you made the show poster that was posted last week. What did the process of making the poster look like?
Well, it initially started off with a rough sketch on paper, which was then transferred digitally and drawn. And after that, it was kind of just a tedious process of going back and forth between designs and like color choices. And after that, it was more of like deciding, does this poster represent what we're trying to capture, which was a church captured in a match and like burning. And it took me about 17 hours.
Lainey, tell us about tell a bit about your character, Cherry, the preparation behind her.
Yeah, so Cherry is one of the Soches that help out Ponyboy and Johnny when they get into a sort of troubling situation, and she kind of goes out of her way to help them in their journey of dealing with law and going through this whole story. She wants to really reach out and help them, which is out of character for someone like her that we classify as a Soch. But she wants to really reach out and help with her. And for preparing to play her, it really just, I had to take a look into the books, and the books are told through Ponyboy's point of view and narration, so I had to really take a look at what he thought of her, and it's kind of difficult to play a character when you don't know their inside thoughts, so I just had to base it off of what everyone else thought of her, and then base it off of that.
How has the new theater schedule changed the theater program in any way between the shorter prep time and addition of middle school performances?
Yeah, the shorter prep time for this show, we were able to put it on in a month. We normally have about a month and a half. We had to kind of move everything up this year, which means a more packed rehearsal schedule and being there more often and having less downtime than we normally do. And instead of having a little bit of between time in between each show, it's kind of just back to back to back show with really no break in between them. We just have a more packed schedule, and everything's moved up this year, and we kind of had to move some things around our soaps, so our student-directed one-act plays are later in the year, towards the end of the year this year, and our musical is also pushed up this year as well.
Thanks for coming again. We wish the best in your performance.
Thank you, Vedika. And break a leg this weekend. Make sure to get your tickets before it's too late. Tickets are available on their link tree and will be available at the door. With Between the Lines, I'm Natalie Deutschendorf.
And I'm Aaron Fowler. Stay artsy, pioneers.
Thanks.